Hello once again. Now I'm going to talk about home ownership in socialism and capitalism. It's a very interesting topic. It just came to my mind and I want to discuss this with you. Just give me a moment, I will clear something up. And what? Really? Very interesting. Okay. So, home ownership in Soviet Union and in
Двигайтесь прямо,
United
затем
States,
поверните
for
направо.
example, it's very
Поверните направо.
in general way.
Поверните направо.
It's in general very interesting comparison.
Изменение маршрута.
It's in general very interesting comparison when you compare how in USSR people own their own house. Of course, it was only in countryside, mostly in countryside. People own their own house and do not pay the taxes. But when we talking about home ownership in United States and how it happens there, first of all, you have to pay the loan for bank with extra interest, and this interest
Приготовьтесь к повороту направо.
is based on nothing except what? Wait. What? Why? Oh, yeah, I see.
Поверните направо.
This interest is based on nothing but a greed of banks and by the system of consumption. And second thing, with home ownership in America, you have to pay taxes. It must be. It might sound like, well, yeah, of course we pay taxes, and you know you have to pay taxes. Why not, etc. But when you're talking about the home ownership, yes, in Russia you have to. In USSR, you have to pay your own money, and if you don't have those money, no problem. Government. What? I was here? What the hell is going on? What is... Why? For God's sake, why? Where am I going?
На кольце второй съезд.
Where am I going? For Christ's sake. So,
Сейчас съедьте.
in USSR, you absolutely have to pay
Вычисление нового маршрута.
for your house. Yes. If you want to own something, you have to pay. If you want to pay, of course, you have to work. But as long as you buy this house, you don't pay real taxes, because everything else belongs to you by definition.
Двигайтесь прямо.
You are the owner of your land, you are the owner of your country, you are employer of your police, army, etc. And therefore you don't have to pay taxes. It's pretty simple. And when you're talking about well, private property, like in the United States,
направо.
who said that it's yours?
Ищу новый маршрут.
Simply explain this to yourself. You have to pay the taxes, right? Of course, you're paying for some
Двигайтесь прямо.
how it calls for some services
Приготовьтесь к
that
повороту налево.
government providing you.
Поверните налево.
no problem. Of course, I understand this concept. You paying for some
Изменение
services,
маршрута.
that government providing you. Okay, fine, but in the same time, with same conditions, you own your house. You can give it to your children. You can let nobody in. You can kill somebody if they invade in your
Двигайтесь
house.
прямо.
Maybe not with gun, but you can kill. Unless. So you have all the rights, all the same rights. You own your house. You own your property. You live in it. You live in your house. And you don't pay taxes. Well, I'm not sure about don't pay taxes, like 100% don't pay taxes. I can't be sure about it, but yet I don't remember really that people pay taxes. I have to ask my parents. I don't remember that people are paying taxes at all. There was no taxes. So this concept, when everything belongs to you, like schools, hospitals, government, fabric, company that you're working in, everything belongs to you. Of course, you're too stupid to understand that this or that is good or bad for society, for the state, for your country, etc. 99% of the people are too stupid to understand. And if there is better people who understand better something about, for example, politics, they do their job for the greater good of the country. If there is people who see some potential in you, if you, for example, as it was with job, you go into university, you choose, you get your education, and after you send to some job according to your abilities. If your abilities is not very good, you send to a little bit, at least a little bit worse than for those people who send to the best of the best, for example, right? Is it fair? Yes. If there is places that need good specialists, those specialists will be sent to the place a little bit worse than they deserve to, for example, but they will be on their place right there, and they will help grow country and society as general. So therefore, is it bad? No, it's absolute good, because in American society you don't care about society. You care only about yourself and nothing else, and therefore you don't really care if things going bad in some place else. You're fine with where you are, and therefore you don't improve in the places that need to be improved. This is not very good for society and for the state and for the country, but who cares, right? You're after all American and you don't care.
Приготовьтесь к повороту направо.
Next thing is that you are as
Поверните направо.
about the taxes, right? You think that to get back for the basic human rights or human rights, so to get back to this topic, you
Двигайтесь прямо.
denying the basic human right to be healthy and educated, to be equal to you, you denying this opportunity to other people if you have it.
Приготовьтесь к повороту направо.
And if you don't, it's even more stupid than you, I don't know,
Поверните направо.
then it looks like you denying the basic abilities, which is absolutely 100% is benefit for government, for country, for society. Be healthy and be educated. If you well educated, you can decide bigger problems, or at least decide some problems. If you're well educated and healthy, you can put less stress on you, and therefore do the job that other people really can't, right? So you literally denying yourself with the basics of equality. Be healthy and be educated. You think that you will be able just simply to pay off that student debt, and I don't know, your parents will pay for you, or you as a parent will pay for your child by taking a loan to give other people to thrive on you by doing like absolutely nothing. They loan money from government, they loan money back to you, and they simply pay the interest, and you pay like twice as much interest. Is it fair system? Because if you using the credit cards, it's not like 5 or 6%, it's like, I don't know, 25, even in America. And therefore, is it fair system? Is it even close to democracy and freedom and human rights? Do you really own your house? Because while you do not pay back the loan, you do not own your house, really. And bank can simply take it away from you. When in Soviet USSR, in socialistic so-called USSR, no one could take away your house. As long as you build it and it's in place, no one can't take away your house. There is no reasons why someone can take away your house. You don't pay the taxes?
На кольце
No one pay.
второй съезд.
You owe money to the bank? Not a problem at all.
Сейчас съедьте.
Someday you will pay it. If not, well, whatever. Let's say. Right? You don't have money to, I don't know, take care of your house. It's your problem. Like, what is the reason in USSR was for, I don't know, lose your house? Make a crime. Isn't it like everywhere else? You do economic crime, you gain benefits, and therefore, and after you losing everything you have. Is it fair? Right. It's absolutely fair. You make a crime, and therefore you lose everything that you have had. When in United States, if you do not, I don't know, if you do your payment, if the bank decides to, for some reason, that your credit score is too low, they can simply refuse to give you a loan. They can, I don't know, recall your loan. I don't know, if you do not pay, they can simply take away your house. If you don't pay the taxes, they can take away your house. What are you talking about when you're talking about private property in the United States? Yeah, as long as you're paying, you own something. It's a rent. it's not ownership, it's a rent. It's 100%
Двигайтесь прямо.
rent. As long as you paying, you have something. Just as you stop paying, almost immediately you lost everything you have. Not everything, but at least all you have. All you quote unquote own in American society. So
Двигайтесь прямо.
try to rethink this idea about you own your house, you own your car, you own something. Nobody. In American society, you rent everything. From the state, from the bank, from capitalistic system, from rich people, from somebody else. You own shit in American society. Really, you own shit in American society. As long as you paying, you own it. Stop paying and you lost everything. When in socialistic society, it's simply impossible because you already own everything by definition. And therefore you can't simply just lose everything because reasons. Nice view, right? Cute, cute. I like it. I need to go this way more often. So, when you're talking about private ownership, right? The ownership, the private property, the right to have private property in United States, it's a stupid concept. In capitalism, you own shit. You own until you pay. If you don't want to pay for some reason, you will lose everything. When in Soviet, I don't know how you call, bloody Soviet regime that kill people in millions, you simply have no real reason why you can lose your house, for example, if you own it. Yes, you can lose a flat that you live in, and even for that you need to do something very, very, very bad. I don't know, don't pay for services, for example. Like, you have to pay for services, it's obvious, because
Двигайтесь прямо.
it's services after all. I don't know why we pay the... I don't know why in Soviet Russia, well, it wasn't socialistic society in general. Let's be fair, it was more like real socialism, like with good tyrant, until Gorbachev came to power.
Держитесь левее.
But that wasn't the problem of Gorbachev. That was a problem of system and socialism in general. Tyrant can't stay alive forever. Good tyrant. But bad tyrant will very fast
Съезд слева.
ruin the system, and therefore it's unreliable system. So when I'm talking too much. So private property in USA really more looks like rent in capitalistic society. Private property is when you own nothing but basic payments for the services. But after all, nothing comes for free, right? And someone does the job and you anyway you have to pay. It's normal people's relationships, economical relationships. Someone do the job for you, and therefore you will pay them with money or with goods. It really doesn't matter. Maybe with services, you will pay them back, because in Soviet society exchange was more common than in many countries. So re-evaluate your thoughts on that topic. Simply,
Держитесь правее, затем поверните направо.
you simply have to understand it's a lie. They lying to you. They simply lying to you.
Поверните направо.
And they lying to you because otherwise you will demand to have you will demand as population, you will demand freedom, equality, democracy. You will demand something like along those lines. Of course, you do not deserve it.
На кольце первый съезд.
As far as I think. Where am I going?
Сейчас съедьте.
Oh my god. It's a mess. So, really re-evaluate your thoughts on this topic. In American society, you really own shit. When in bloody socialistic society, which eat people for breakfast, you really own everything and really own your house, for
Поверните
example.
налево.
When in American society and in capitalistic society in general, you own shit. You own something until you pay it. Let's call it not rent, let's call it lease. As long as you pay, it's yours. Stop paying, it's no more yours. Well, I guess that's pretty much it. And my ride is almost over, therefore I can round this topic. I guess
Приготовьтесь к повороту налево.
I have to thank you because I have to thank somebody. Well, at least somebody will
Поверните
listen
налево.
to this topic, to my thoughts on this topic. And I have to say that really it's like, I don't know, protecting capitalism, modern capitalism, it's like, I don't know, stepping on your own throat. It's ridiculous. It's simply ridiculous. You protecting slave owners, your own slave owner. Christian son, right? Right. Or not? I forgot. I need to check this. Yes, Christian son. Okay, let's go. Christian son.
Расчет 0.